Well, Sparksy, thanks for sitting down and talking to us. How are you finding your time here at Pompey so far, and how are you finding the season?
Yeah, I'm really enjoying it. Obviously, it's always good when you're winning games and picking up points and top of the table. So at the moment, obviously, really enjoying it, but obviously determined to keep that going.
You arrived in the summer. How have you settled into the group?
Yeah, I think obviously my first move away from home was always going to be a kind of going into the unknown a little bit, but I've really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed obviously meeting the lads at first, and now settled in quite comfortably. So yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
You've struck up a good partnership with Ben Stevenson, who also came in the summer. So how much have you been able to help each other with that sort of transition?
Yeah, I think obviously I stayed at his house for a bit, and then yeah, we had a good partnership because obviously we were both new, so roomed together and when we went to Marbella, so that was good, and obviously he was in the same situation that I was in as well. So yeah, obviously we're close now and do spend a lot of time together.
How have you found it off the pitch, alongside your sort of friendship with Ben as well? How have you found it off the pitch? You know, family life, settling into the South Coast as well.
Yeah, it's obviously nice to be by the water. It's similar to Exeter, really. But yeah, I've enjoyed it. My family are enjoying it, and yeah, we're obviously positive at the moment that we're getting results, and there's a good feel about the place. So yeah, long may that continue.
What would you say have been your standout moments since the start of the season so far?
Probably the Wycombe game where we scored last minute. That was a pretty good feeling. And I think it was the Port Vale game. Did we get a late goal? No, maybe that was 2-0. But anyway, we got another late goal from somewhere. I think probably them two moments because of the atmosphere and the feeling after the game. How
pleasing is it that you're able to make such a contribution so far this season with 4 assists?
Yeah, I think it's something that I was brought in to do. You know, cross the ball and contribute in the attacking side of the game. So you know, I've tried to do that as best I can, whether that's from crossing the ball deep or set piece delivery, but even trying to get forward as much as possible. So yeah, obviously it helps, but it's important that, you know, I'm putting in the performances as well as that, because at the end of the day, that's kind of what gets me selected, is the performance.
What did the gaffer say to you when you came in for your current spell in the team that you're having? What did he want from you?
Just to be positive. Obviously, there's a little bit of pressure coming into the team, obviously with Connor doing so well, and he was unfortunate to get that injury. But it was definitely a case of play my game, and the way we kind of set up and put the team out, and the tactics helped me with that as well, because it suited me. So yeah, the gaffer has been really good. He's obviously trusted me. I've kept my position, and then Connor come in, and obviously unfortunately got injured as well. But it's important that I couldn't get too down about that when he come in against Cambridge. You know, I had to be positive and kind of come on and make a difference.
How do you find it, having that competition with Connor? Do you think it's a healthy thing, and how do you think you've sort of dealt with it so far?
I think we've obviously both dealt with it really well. Obviously Connor was keeping me out of the team before he got injured. But it was important that I come in and kind of made a stamp on things and kind of did what I was good at and show the manager, you know, what I can do. So yeah, I think it's only positive. Me and Connor get on really well. So yeah, I'm sure when he's back fit, he'll be, you know, we'll be spurring each other on a little bit.
4 assists so far this season, as I mentioned previously. Your first one came against Exeter, your former club. Let's talk about that game. How did you find it?
It was a difficult one, really, because obviously I want to win the game as Portsmouth, but yeah, it was good to see other people and people that used to be there, especially the players. But yeah, obviously it was a good feeling to win, especially being on Sky. Feel a bit sorry for the Exeter fans. I saw a few things that they kind of said after the game, and you know, yeah, it's a difficult one, but you know, I'm at Portsmouth now, so that's my main objective.
How pleased were you that you were able to make such an impact, getting that assist off the bench in such a short space of time between sort of coming on and the end of the game?
Yeah, especially when it was in a different position to what obviously I've been playing recently. I was playing a little bit higher up the pitch. So yeah, the gaffer kind of just said, get narrow, pick up the second balls, and kind of that's what I've done. Wasn't a great pass to Colby, but Obviously, Colby being Colby, made it good and finished it off.
Overall, what's it been like for you playing at Fratton Park so far this season? How have you adapted to it?
It's been brilliant. It's the best atmosphere I think I've played at. And to have that every week is absolutely brilliant. And the fans are top draw, so they've been absolutely brilliant and brilliant with us as a team as well.
Let's talk more recently. How did you find the Reading game on Saturday?
It was a weird one because although we went 2-0 down, there wasn't a point where I think any of the lads and the gaffer thought we're going to lose this game. Given how well we've done at comebacks in the last few games, there wasn't, like I said, there wasn't a point where we thought we were going to lose it. So it was important we come out fighting in the second half, and obviously Terry did well and got his goal, so that really helped.
As you said, we've sort of had to come back on a few occasions. What do you put having the ability to do that down to?
I don't think there's words for it. I think it's just a mental thing in your head and as a team that we just believe that we can do it. I wouldn't really have, this is why we do it, this is how we've done it. I think it's just a mental thing where we're just really confident and back ourselves enough that we can go and get 3 points.
And you and the lads looked like you really enjoyed it at full time on Saturday, and celebrating the victory with the fans. What was the atmosphere like in the dressing room, and off the back of that in training this week as well? Yeah,
it's obviously positive. It's always a good week when you have won the previous weekend, but I don't think we'll get too high about that. We're 14, 15 games in now. It's important we don't get too carried away because the run we've been on, it can easily turn into defeats, and it goes the other way. So it's important not to get too high, and even if it does come a loss, we can't get too low either.
It's a break from league action this Sunday. We've got Chesterfield in the FA Cup. What are your best memories of this competition?
Best memory, I think we played Bradford 3 times in the competition because of we made too many substitutions, so going to Bradford twice and having them at home as well is the best memory. We haven't really had a massive cup run in it. It'd be good to get one this season.
Yeah, alongside that, what are your aims for this season's campaign?
I think I speak for everyone when we say get promoted. Don't really care how we do it. Obviously we want to look good when playing football, but if we're scraping out results and still winning games, then ultimately it's a results business, so we don't really care too much. But I think I speak for everyone, and that's the aim as a team. And for me personally, obviously play games and keep contributing to the team.
Just finally, we'll talk about the fans. How much of a part have they played in the recent results and the recent run of form?
Yeah, I think it's a bit cliche, but they're our 12th man. The numbers that we get in away games are brilliant. I don't think I've seen another club that bring that many fans to an away game. So, they've stuck with us even when performances haven't been great, and we still managed to come back and win games. So they're obviously massive.